Nice first point there by Lea.
Big forehands.
Yep. A couple of very established tennis players in their day. I think Lina played at Texas D1, and Lea was a very accomplished tennis player as well. Another nice point by Lea. Lulu, I know you've had a chance to play against both of these guys. I know you said your first pro match was against Lina.
Yeah, my first singles PPA match in history. I got 1 point. Never practiced singles.
But you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
This return by Lina, which gives Lea a quick early 3-0 lead here. Lina the first chance to serve here, down 0-3. Missed volley there by Lea. Wow, so we just got news here that Kaysen Campbell has taken out Christian Elshon on championship court in the third game. So that's another big upset on the men's side. Another
passing shot by
really
Lea.
nice cross court by Lea. And another, I'd say even as impressive victory today was Kyura Kunamoto taking out Zoe Wong, 11-1, 11-1. I watched her play last week in Palm Springs against Brooke Buckner, and she gave Brooke everything she wanted in that match, taking her to 3, and she will likely face Brooke Buckner in the next round, so that should be exciting. Nice rally there by Lina to get the ball back, down 4. Still early. Plenty of time here to get going and find your groove. Not luck there. I also saw Lea play last week against Mary Brasha in the round of 16. And she fought like crazy against Mary Brasha to come back. She was down in that match and came back to win it. She's such a fighter. She's one of the most competitive people on tour and shows a lot of fire on the court, which I love to see. She's serving here up 4. Great point by Lea.
Lea's just being very solid right now.
Yeah, she is, and she's getting to the net a lot more than Lina is, so that's giving her, it's always an advantage if you can get to the kitchen line first, and Lea's very comfortable volleying. She has good length, you know, to her, she can cover a lot of court up there at the net, so and really Lina has not really been coming up at all so far in this match. She's kind of battling from the baseline. If you're going to play only from the baseline, Lulu, you're going to have to be about perfect to beat a player at Lea's level. You got to come in sometimes.
Got to put that pressure.
Yep. Yeah, she's just getting to the net and she's controlling the points from there, and Lina hasn't found a way to really pass her yet, so that just gives Lea more comfort to come to the kitchen and keep hitting volleys until she wins the point. So I would like to see Lina try to come in a little bit more. I don't know how much of that's a part of her game, but I think she has to try to take it to Lea sometimes up at the net. Lina can get her first point of the match. There she came. There she did a nice approach shot. She put pressure on Lea, forced an error.
And that's the first point for
Lina. That's her first point. So I think that's the model she needs to use here, is to find a ball she can approach on, come in and make Lea pass her to win. So on top of being up 7-1, she's got a little net love there. Job.
Lea's just so comfortable at the net.
Yeah, she is. One thing I really am impressed with Lea too, and really, I guess all the pros, is how well they are at really staying. That was beautiful by Lea. She has a really nice backhand volley. She can go both directions with it and is very accurate with it as well. So she gets the ball back here again, up 8-1, looking to close out game one here in a few points. And advance to the quarterfinals tomorrow. And there's Lina coming to the net and winning the point. So just that's what she needs to do. She does it there. She actually gets the ball back, I should say. Serving down 1-8. Another great volley by Lea to get the ball back again. She's been playing pretty error-free here. There's a couple of small errors, but she's been putting her ground strokes in all the corners and being tough to pass at the net.
Lea's going to challenge that call.
That ball was called out and it was out based on review. From her review of the replay, I was not watching the replay, but Lulu
It's
did.
a very small out.
Yep, very small out. And Lina's now doubled her score. She's up to 2. Wow, that was a nice approach and a nice first volley there by Lina, but Lea found the answer on the second strike there from the baseline. The pass, Lina with the ball back, up 8-2.
Great point by Lea. She's just so solid at the net.
Yep. And she's not afraid to get there early and often in most points, which is a big advantage. That one did look just wide there on the sideline from our view, and gives Lina another shot here, down 2-9 in game 1 of this round of 16 match. Those a little bit long. So Lea's, after that challenge that didn't go her way, she's been had a couple of errors here. See if she can tighten it up again here to take home this game. Wow, that's tough. Lea did an incredible job to get that one off the net. She showed great reflexes to readjust, but Lina found a way to get a point there. And now it's all of a sudden it's 4-9. So this is one of those cases where you never know. You're down big, but you can get a run going in singles. That one looked like it just didn't bounce very good for Lina, which can happen on these indoor courts from time to time. It was a little bit of a...
Some dead
There's
spots.
a few dead spots, yeah. That one just didn't come up a lot. Caused Lina some problems. Fortunate net ball there for going. That goes Lea's way. And now she has her first game point up here, 10-4. That one's long. And that will close out game 1 with Lea Jansen taking it 11-4 over Lina Padegimaite, part of the game. But we are getting going here in game 2. First shot there by Lina goes a little bit long, and Lea's going to be serving here.
Nice shot.
Yeah, Mari, that first game, which you probably were watching from the sidelines, but Lina was really kind of just staying back and letting Lea dictate play at the kitchen line. So she started getting a little more success when she came to the net a little bit more second half of last game.
So traditionally, that is her game style, right? She's someone that hangs back a little bit more, likes to hit the passing shots, but
Yep.
Lea is known to be one of the best net coverers in women's singles. Not an ideal game plan, right?
Yep, yep. Style of play does matter in these matchups in terms of how your style matches up against your opponent.
Definitely. Wow.
Wow.
What a point.
Yeah, and Lea's great too. You saw it there where I mean, she's sitting right where that last shot was coming to. So she's anticipating where each shot is going, and she's just almost waiting for it. So she's got a great awareness of what's going on in each point, and she's always in the right spot.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating from Lina's perspective, right? I thought she hit 3 good passes that point, and she didn't win the point.
Yep. Get back in this match.
It's great net for coverage again there from Lea, but Lina able to come up with a dipper for that last one. Get Lea to miss that last volley.
Yeah, Lea's really imposing up at the kitchen line there. She can cover both sides. Has a lot of length. There we go. Lina gets her first point.
I think something that's underrated in singles too is the depth and the pace of the serve.
Yep. And that was a pretty nice serve there.
Yes, as I said, it was kind of tricky because it was a little shorter than I expected. But that might have thrown Lea off because usually depth on the serve is what will get you a shorter return, and your ability to dictate the point increases a ton.
Not sure that was the truest bounce either on that one, but.
Really well played out point there by Lea. Finds her way in once again with a down the line backhand. Gets Lina on the run. That's a hard passing shot to execute.
Lea got Lina in a tough spot there, and she hits a defensive lob that goes long. Now we're at 6-2 here for Lea.
The lob is very difficult in singles.
Yes.
Lea's just putting non-stop pressure on Lina right now, right? She seems to have full control of the rally from the baseline and from the net, which is not the position that Lina wants to be in. I'd like to see a little bit more depth and a little bit more pressure coming from Lina's side if she wants to get a chance to come back in this match. She did do it, but unfortunately not able to execute on that volley. It's a good pass from Lea.
Yeah, Lea, like you said, Lea's just a little sharper on all facets of the game. Her ground strokes are a little bit better. Her volleys are quite a bit better. That one's wide.
Just wide from Lina. Lina is going to challenge, but this is an interesting situation. All right, so once again, Dave, you're right.
Points to close this match out.
Wow, what a serve.
Really nice serve, yeah. That great serve led to the point, really. That was the whole point right there.
Exactly. That's a huge key in singles. The depth of that serve got her a short return. She hit a decent approach shot, nothing crazy. Yep. Easy volley put away.
Here we are at our first match point. Mountain sails long there. That puts a wrap on it with Lea Jansen advancing to the quarterfinals tomorrow here in Lakeville at the National Indoor Championships. Taking out Lina Padegimaite, 11-4.